Texas is one of the states reporting a spike in cases, particularly in Houston, leading some to worry about whether hospitals have the capacity to deal with the rising numbers. Joining us this morning is Dr. Marc Boom. He's the CEO of Houston's Methodist Hospital. Good morning to you, sir. Appreciate you being here. Tell us just the state of play as you see it right now and what's going on at the hospital and really just how much space there is for new patients.
Sure. Well, the virus is spreading pretty rapidly through Houston right now, and we've not seen a sign of that slowing down. So that's obviously a huge cause for concern. We've seen our hospitalizations since Memorial Day, which was really kind of the inflection point, or a few days thereafter, almost quadruple now. So a week ago it was almost triple. Now it's almost quadruple. We have a little over 400 patients in house. One very different thing this time is a much lower percentage of ICU utilization. So even though we have about 200 more patients in house, about double, we only have about 3 or 4 more people in the ICU. So that's encouraging. Now, this is across our 8-hospital system that has over 2,400 beds. We have significant plans to surge as need be. So we're okay right now for space, but of course we need to get this virus under control, or that can't go on forever, obviously.
Doctor, there has been big questions about the reporting of data around how many people are in the hospitals, how many people are in the ICUs, and what Texas has been doing and what the governor may or may not have said to you about that. Can you speak to this issue?
Yeah, it's amazing how some things turn into big stories that really aren't. We realized when we published some data that people were misunderstanding it. And you heard what I just said about capacity, and looking at some sort of fixed numbers and thinking that hospital capacity is always fixed when it's something we can flexibly move up and down over time. And we didn't want to unnecessarily alarm and even panic the community. I mean, to me, when panic happens, bad things tend to happen. And so we took a pause in order to clarify the data, actually put back out the data yesterday. So there's really just a one-day pause. And it's much more robust. It's much more detailed. So it's easier to explain what it is. And the bottom line is, we always run about 90-95% ICU capacity. We're running about that now. The difference is, of course, about 1 in 4, or even in some hospitals, maybe up to 30%. Are COVID patients. So we've had to sort of manage that process already to be able to handle the surge. We will continue to do so and have very significant capacity to manage the surge. Now, let me be clear, that doesn't mean we can go on forever. None of us are saying that. And it doesn't mean that anyone is minimizing this. This is a real issue. It is spreading rapidly through Houston. We are not under control as a city, and we need to get this virus under control. When the virus gets out of control, bad things happen. Thousands of people get sick. People die, unfortunately, and the economy ends up in shambles, whether it's through government action or whether it's just simply through everything shutting down as the virus spreads. So we need to do more to control the virus, and every citizen in Houston has to do their part across the board of all 7 million people across our area.